I just found this video. Danny's one in real life. I saw the profile. Like, all right, this gotta be fake. And then when I saw the ending, the person I saw the shrimp, I was like, who the this is? So I said, let me watch this real quick. So yeah, we're gonna watch this.
Hello? Nope. Mike is still kidnapped. Dang it!
This guy is luring me.
This every year.
This is a POV of me, bro. Literally me, bro. Just like that is me. I am. If I can be in there, that is me.
He was answering a distress call coming from this facility. But it shouldn't have been abandoned like this.
It ain't that abandoned, bro. Who's that? Alright, first I'll W this woman. First I'll W her. Like, at least she, she's trying to, say, this is the most bravest person here.
Michael lived a good life. We will remember him well.
Right
Get
there.
him away.
Hi, you
What's up,
guys.
Dandy? Why did I pause it at the exact same time I paused it the first time before I even started recording? But first time we hear Dandy's voice acting, yeah, actually, that shit was kind of good.
Well, Michael lived a good life. We will remember him well. Get him away.
Hi, you guys.
I'm not gonna lie, whoever voiced actor Dandy's actually pretty good. Also, nice animation from the side.
Did you just scream at a flower? In my defense.
You mean not a flower? You mean a bald flower?
I really don't have one. Who are you?
I'm Andy.
This is not. Alright, it makes actually sense. But this is not a flower. This is a bald flower. Where are you waving at?
What?
Are you looking for Micah?
Yeah. How do you know him?
I was sent here by a research company to investigate the acre.
Bro, you work there. We're the owner of the workshop. What do you mean you came here? You wouldn't been down here. You know this place. This is your own shop. Wait. You have a project room, a diner, a shell room, a dinosaur room, a Asher room, a warehouse. Yeah.
And I couldn't get down there to get any work done.
Bro, you're the owner. How do you not get down there to get some work done? You can literally turn into a creature and one-shot someone. How?
Your brother showed up, and he hopped on the elevator, and he went all the way down to level 10.
Level 10 is hella easy, bro. Like, at least you'll probably get, like, greenhouse, gift shop, or diner. If you get project room, then the game just hates you. Getting project room over floor 10, the game hates you.
Then I tried to warn him about them.
Who's that? Why is this guy smiling still?
He's probably still trapped there. If we can make it down there.
Wait a minute, how do you get this on floor 10 if he already... Like, how do you make it a floor 10 if he already knows what to do?
He's probably still alive.
Yeah.
But then we'd have to deal with them.
Okay, I was gonna let the one ominous.
First off, bro, you know them. Like, you know them.
Them.
Pass, but
Alright, bro, don't be fucking disrespecting my friend Dandy. Don't be disrespecting my boy Dandy.
Down there. He's probably still alive. But then we'd have to deal with them.
okay, I was gonna let the one ominous.
Them.
Well, don't be bro. I'm sorry, but whatever I first said about you, I regret it because like you don't be disrespecting my fucking man Dandy. I mean I do think he's a bald flower, but don't be disrespecting my man. Don't be fucking my man. Bro, I'll get my gang on you, bro. You mess with my man.
Pass, but twice is too many.
Do you guys have any experience with giant toy monsters?
1 second. So you're calling a shrimp, a moon, a TV, whatever the heck a scratch is, probably a cat, a magnifying glass, a tissue box, a pastry, a a strawberry, a apple, a ghost. Wait, like I was saying, a shrimp, a melon, a kiwi. I'm gonna get my glass of pastry, strawberry, an 8-ball, ghost, a rock, whatever her group is. I forgot what that's called again. A balloon, a mirror, a fishbowl, a box, is a wind-up box, a shell, a bubble, comedy masters, I think. A teacup, a butterfly, and a lamp called Toy Monsters. The only one I think that is a toy is box in here. Everything else, I don't think so. Also, the bonus characters. The bonus characters, Rudy. I mean, a deer, a cold block, a gingerbread man. I mean, gingerbread woman, and what's good? And a what was it again? Ornament. You call those toy monsters? What? Oh my god, that's kind of cool. This is pretty cool. What happened to Bridie? No, chill. What happened to Bridie? I'm not. What happened to Bridie, bro? Bridie ain't looking so good. Whatever.
An alarming amount.
Hey!
Not great.
Okay, so if you can help me collect some ichor, I can help escort you guys to find.
You said Icar. It's Icar or Icar or Icar. Icar? I don't know. What the Glasby? Whatever. We'll talk to some Nico Colorado real quick. Oh, guys. There.
Brother, what do you say?
One moment, please. All right, do we trust him?
Hi guys. How's it?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Whoever's voice acting and playing as Dandy, give them a shout out because they're actually so cute. What? Oh, hold on. Pause right there. Pause right there. I'm not gay, alright? I'm not gay, alright? Alright. But the man just said, hi, guys. Like, bro, you just saw them. Like, that's what I want
Brother,
to.
what do you say?
One moment, please. All right, do we trust him?
I was like, oh, good.
Hi guys. How's it going over there?
I mean, I think this guy will pop up giving you comment to ultimate rare items. And you better buy from her, so he'll get mad at you and probably try to one-shot you to death. Whatever.
What do you say?
I'll put the back on real quick.
One moment, please. All right, do we trust him?
Hi guys. How's it going over there?
Yeah.
He has a slappable face. The flower? I agree. If we're going to find Micah, we're gonna need a guide. He can help us. All right, Dandy, let's do this.
Great! You'll need to wear these.
Shiloh, I immediately regret this decision. Shiloh, this costume is ridiculous. How is anybody supposed to do this?
Yeah. Oh, she was scraps? I'm gonna check the logo one more time real quick. Oh no, so what the heck is she then? I mean, you guys are gonna build these. Like, that's kind of useful.
Shiloh, this is the best mission we've been on in a long time.
What are you?
Get it?
That's boxing, that's Poppy. I mean, hey, I mean, you got the worst one ever. You get to do machines faster. You get to go faster for like 3 seconds whenever moving. You get to control yourself someone. I don't even know who you are, and I think that's Goob. Is that Goob?
All right, everyone, gather up. Now your brother is on level 10. Our first up,
Whatever.
level 1.
Skip this real quick. Alright, we skipped to Rebel. I swear to God, get Pebble on 4 when I will want to beat you guys so badly. Also, that's impossible.
There's no safety concerns or anything, but let me know when the machines are activated. Candy makes you go faster. Good luck.
A once happy children's place taken over by an unknown horror. Never done this before.
First thing you do is start running.
What about this one, Roscoe? Roscoe, keep up! Once we check the status of the rift, we can start up Josiah's machine and try and crack this sucker open. You have the supplies?
I don't watch it either,
Scanner.
so I don't know this.
Yep, it's as healthy as ever. Still too small.
I skip this.
Asher, boot this, place this.
Wish you when you're alone, guy.
Oh, he's Goob? Oh, best character of all time. I heard the extraction sound effect. You can hear it real quick.
Wish you when you're alone, guy.
Goob is pretty loud.
There!
I can hear it, but you guys can't. My it's actually kind of cool. How do you do a skill check?
The pressure leaked and I didn't fix it at the right time.
It didn't start yapping out.
Skill check.
Because I wasn't expecting it.
I would have done it.
Can't we just restart it? Yeah, I'm restarting the sequence now.
Why use boxing? Not gonna lie, kind of hella short, bro. Why does he feel like that? No, what the? Oh, let me go back to that picture real second. Let me go back to that funny. What's up? Why is one of the eyes just completely normal? The other one's just not. You see? Oh, he looks normal. See, look, he looks normal now. He looks normal. Alright, whatever. What did I just see? First off, this guy's only attack is he just falls. This video is way too crazy. What are these? Every twist is a legend now? I mean, this guy has arms, but he uses hair. But he uses other hands.
Who's out of you? They stopped chasing.
How is this supposed to lie? Because it's supposed to have a lot of things.
It's the tape Dandy wants. Dandy's world? This place is about him? We need to find a way to watch this.
Oh my god, this is show.
That one's new.
They ain't common, bro. You ain't common. What's the dude?
Skill check time.
You get to beat, you get a better one. What are you doing?
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Yeah, it's gonna pick it up. Like you say, what's up, guys? Like, bro, you're not cool. Start to act cool. What's up, guys? What's up, guys?
What's up, guys? You are ridiculous! What? What? Ah!
is she supposed to be? Okay, alright, never mind. I don't want to watch no more. They're back. Hi, guys.
2025.
I don't want to. If I had a nickel for every time I would explore. I don't want to watch it no more. My face right now, bro. Alright, bro. After this, I'm gonna go roleplay and some Dandy's whatsoever.
Herman is home to 2 quilt shops.
He doesn't have orange. He doesn't have orange. So this is double it. Also, you're supposed to be mad, bro. I don't know which one to watch. I'm a what?
I'm in Dandy's world. Hello, is anyone there?
I mean, they got the level.
It's leaving. Hello?
Cry about it. Oh.
Anyone there?
What is supposed to be?
Welcome to Danny's world. What are you doing here so late, little girl?
Oh, I
For
got
real.
lost and I ended up here.
Oh, that's no good. Where are your parents?
Oh, I don't have
Oh, I
any.
don't.
I'm an orphan.
My insides are twisting
How
to
sad.
the.
Yeah.
Well,
Did he keep
luckily
them
for
straight?
you, a position just opened up. Would you like to join the
Alright, no.
Dandy's World family?
Wait, really?
What is this? Never mind.
He doesn't seem to have any broken bones. He's just really banged up.
Why is it so sad? That's kind of sad, bro. Oh my god. Freddy the French bracelet. Not this good.
How would you like to die? The firing squad, hung by the neck, or the electric chair?
Electric chair.
I think I'll take the chair. Very well. Take him inside. Nothing's happening. But that's impossible. I know, who knows? Maybe it's a sign. This must be divine intervention from above. Release him. Mate, the chair's not working. Okay. Now, how would you like to die? Oh, what a horrible choice. I guess I'll take the chair. Very well. Take him inside. Oh, would you believe it? The chair's not working. It must be a sign. Divine intervention again. Release him. Hey, the electric chair isn't working. Okay. So choose the way you wish to die. Well, apparently the electric chair's broken, so I guess I'll take the firing squad. How would you like to die?
The electric chair did look like a lot of music. Hang by the duck. Alright, the videos cannot be bad, bro. Oh, nice. If videos get even worse, I'm gonna just I'm gonna just.
Big piece of guy. He smell like ass. He smell like shit. And his whole life is based off this, you know.
We've brought Dandy's World into Among Us.
Sandy, why is the animation intro so good? Why is it so damn funny? Why is he talking like that? Obviously, dumb on. I'm not gonna lie. Why does the profile look so ugly, but the intro actually looks so good?
We've brought Dandy's World into Among Us. Dandy is causing havoc in his search for cassettes, and nobody in his way is safe.
Alright, never mind about ours. What the heck am I looking at? I think I might get brain rot from looking at that. Yo, I never want to put that in my mouth ever again. Oh my god, why? Why? I hate these so much. What else? Me. My head. My head. Can't speak words. Need more. Game Theory? I thought you said you retired. Matt Pat, I thought you said you were retired, bro. You liar. I gotta watch this. I thought this guy retired.
Roblox is at it again. Move over, doors. There's a new horror game in town that's taking the internet and our subreddit by storm. And its name is Dandy's World. But don't trust that smile for a minute, friends, because behind it is a sad and broken character who ruined the lives of his friends, his creators, and the very studio we're exploring. Hello, Internet! Home, Bob Mod, FNAF, all of them have a black, goopy thing that leads to one thing. Lore. We should probably just plug it into my veins at this point, but alas, HR won't let me do it. And given it's been a while since my last black goopy hit, when I saw our subreddit blowing up with a game called Dandy's World that also had its own black goo, I was very excited to gobble up whatever sticky dark lore this thing had to offer. On the surface, Dandy's World is a multiplayer survival horror game on Roblox. The game itself takes place in an abandoned educational centre and museum called the Garden View Centre. We play as these little creatures known as toons. Our job is to hop into the elevator with some friends and complete various tasks, while collecting items that can be traded into the lead character Dandy to unlock even more toons to play as. But as you might expect, we're not the only things creeping around these empty halls. The deeper we go, the more we start to get a sense of what happened to this place once filled with the sounds of children's laughter and joy. What happened to this beloved place to shutter its doors, and why it has suddenly come back to life with evil versions of the toons known as Twisted that are trying desperately to stop us, dripping with that delightful black goo. There it is. Oh, that's the good stuff. So, step into the elevator, loyal theorists, because we're gonna get to the bottom of what's really going on in Dandy's World and its smiling rainbow flower mascot. The history of the Garden View Centre actually starts with this note that you can find if you don't die to the various Twisteds chasing you around the various floors. It's an application for a business loan dated 1984. From this, we can see that the Garden View Centre is the brainchild of two young visionaries, Henry Stein and Joey Drew. Wait, no, I meant Delilah Keane and Arthur Walton. Although the connections between these two and Bendy definitely keep going. Thanks to a note sketched out by Arthur, we can tell that he was the one who originally designed the look of the toons. As for Delilah, she was a bit more sus. After seeing the sketch of the lead character Dandy, she writes back to Arthur saying,
What about the others? You said he had friends. Yes? I'll need them. Respond ASAP. By the way, out of coffee. Get more. Also ASAP.
Uh-oh. If she's anything like me without my morning coffee, things are about to get real bad. Even worse if she's like Santi. But despite the clearly ominous language, Arthur doesn't seem fazed, saying, You've never failed me before, Delilah. Then, in a recent update, the developers added these portraits of Garden View's two founders. Arthur is dressed to the nines, tip my hat to you, sir, and Delilah is covered in black goo. See, Arthur, this is how it starts. And then you decide to leave, and your business partner creates an inky dimension inside their apartment with Garden View's two founders. They're clearly...
Way, out of coffee. Get more. Also ASAP.
Uh-oh. If she's anything like me without my morning coffee, things are about to get real bad. Even worse if she's like Santi. But despite the clearly ominous language, Arthur doesn't seem fazed, saying, You've never failed me before, Delilah. Then, in a recent update, the developers added these portraits of Garden View's two founders. Arthur is dressed in the nines, I tip my hat to you, sir, and Delilah is covered in black goo. See, Arthur, this is how it starts. And then you decide to leave, and your business partner creates an inky dimension inside their apartment, which is meant to house an inky version of you that they can torture for all eternity. It's a tale as old as time. Although this black goo is a little different to the living ink from Bendy. It's called Ichor, and not only can we find this black goo all over the place during the game, but when you get caught by a Twisted, your toon explodes into the stuff. It's almost like the Roblox PG safe version of blood, and the name certainly lends itself to that line of thinking. Ichor isn't just a made-up word. It comes from what is very quickly becoming my favorite thing to talk about on this channel. Say it with me now. Greek mythology. I wonder why there's so much of this in indie horror these days. Probably a theory for another day. So make sure you ink splat that subscribe button like your life depends on it, because it just might. Anyway, the ancient Greeks believed that instead of having blood coursing through their veins, the gods had a mysterious substance known as Ichor. They also believed that if a normal human were to come into contact with Ichor, they would die instantly. So that's it? Ichor is just the blood of the toons? Oh no, my friends, there is a lot more going on here.
If Ichor was blood, there have a lot of them on Twisted.
We collect more and more of this stuff as we descend further into the levels of the Garden View Centre. But what do we use this precious iCore to purchase, more tunes to play as from Dandy's
Why do got
shop.
all these
Almost
uses
as if
for
iCore isn't just
the
the
main
blood that's
razzle
coursing
as well?
through them, but it's actually what is used to make the tunes. And given the notes and photos we found from earlier, while Arthur was the one who originally designed the tunes, it was Delilah who brought them to life using the iCore. I guess it really is just the ink machine after all. And similarly, it has an unfortunate side effect. You see, as you play and encounter more of the twisted tunes, you unlock research that gives you more lore about each character. Several of the research entries mention that it's the iCore, and more specifically being overcome by iCore, that turns these happy-go-lucky tunes into the twisted monsters they are now. That also explains why all of the twisteds can be seen with iCore pouring out of every orifice. They are literally so full of the stuff, it's leaking out of them. So then, if this stuff is so volatile, why make tunes to begin with? As I mentioned, Arthur and Delilah get their loan in 1984, and from there, they set up the Garden View Center as a children's educational center and museum. What it was a museum of back in 1984 is unclear exactly.
I did not consider that.
Using the iCore. I guess it really is just the ink machine after all. And similarly, it has an unfortunate side effect. You see, as you play and encounter more of the twisted tunes, you unlock research that gives you more lore about each character. Several of the research entries mention that it's the iCore, and more specifically being overcome by iCore, that turns these happy-go-lucky tunes into the twisted monsters they are now. That also explains why all of the twisteds can be seen with iCore pouring out of every orifice. They are literally so full of the stuff, it's leaking out of them. So then, if this stuff is so volatile, why make tunes to begin with? As I mentioned, Arthur and Delilah get their loan in 1984, and from there, they set up the Garden View Center as a children's educational center and museum. What it was a museum of back in 1984 is unclear exactly, but based on 2 Polaroid photos dated 1988, what is clear is that these characters were originally designed as a selling point for the center. Unlike other attractions, the Garden View Center didn't have just people in mascot costumes or cuddly animatronics. They had living, breathing versions of the tunes that kids could come and meet. We all know how well that goes. Although it appears as time went on, these characters became popular beyond just the center. Despite this place looking abandoned for years, there are a bunch of posters still lining the walls that give us some interesting details. First off, they made me realize that my own office walls were somehow looking more barren than an abandoned facility, almost as if someone had come and stolen everything before I moved in. Thankfully, our good friends at Displate saw my plight and offered to sponsor this episode to help me out. Now, instead of just looking into the void of yellow reminding me of the man who ransacked my office, I'm met with high-quality metal posters with faces from some of my favorite franchises like Crash Bandicoot, Spider-Man, and Spyro. And unlike regular posters, they're not gonna fade or tear, ever. So I can continue to stare at my beautiful blue boy until the heat death of the universe. But even if I did decide it was time to look into another character's eyes longingly, Displate has made it super easy thanks to 1, their catalogue of over 2 million pieces to choose from, plus their new Textra style posters which add a nice tactile texture and 3D contours, making it easy to find that little bit of style this room has really been missing. But 2, their unique magnet technology that allows me to take the old one off the wall and put a new one up, simple. No holes, no drilling, ever. Which is great because I'm not much of a handyman, and I'm not sure Justin would be too thrilled if this place started looking like Swiss cheese. Although it would make sense with the yellow. And the best part, Display is currently offering you theorists an incredible discount. If you buy 1 to 2 posters, you're getting yourself 25% off. If you order 3 or more posters, you're getting a massive 35% off. Which means you'll have plenty of money left over to plan any revenge plots against a rogue employee that keeps stealing your stuff. You know, hypothetically. Just use my code theorists to get your hands on that special discount and some really awesome posters. Or you can just click the link in the description, which will automatically apply your code at checkout. Thanks again to Display for sponsoring this video, but it's probably about time we get back to what's lining the walls of the Garden View Center. In every corner of the Garden View Center, there are CRTs playing a TV show full of lovable tunes who might look a little familiar. There are also posters of the different episodes of this show, along with the dates they originally aired, hung up on the many walls of the building. This show is Dandy's World, and the earliest date we see for the show is for the episode Snowy Adventure, which aired on Christmas 1990. 2 years after the earliest date we know these tunes to have existed. The Garden View characters became so popular that they eventually created a show. The show wasn't just about the many adventures of Garden View, though. If you take a look around the place, you can actually find storyboards for the show.
Yeah, it's like the first floors. Ugh, I'm stacked. I know you're
series of
game, bro.
events
This
and the
game,
shots that they
I'm
will
gonna
need to
crash
capture
out
or
and
draw for any given project,
I'm
meaning
stuck
that
in
this
this.
show was actively being worked on here at the Garden View Center. This wasn't just a
Whenever I
place where
see,
kids could come
whenever
to
I
learn and
first
play.
went
It was
too
also
deep
a
in the role
TV
for
studio.
Astrology
And as I
Cosmo,
realized that,
I was like, I don't think I like this relationship no more. It's too far.
Theme park from the real world that was popular around the same time. A studio that in itself
And
was
then
also famous for its
started
use
looking at
of
my
a
existence
slimy
of games. So
substance. Nickelodeon
why is this
Studios.
thing here?
With the YouTube Music app, you can
Ah,
bundle up to 30
stop!
artists into one big
To
custom
my
radio station,
blanket.
which means
Yeah, my blanket.
Nickelodeon Studios. If you're not old enough to know what I'm barely old enough to remember. But when you work for TV studios like Fox and Disney, you get very familiar with the history of competing studios. Nickelodeon Studios was part of the wider Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. Much like the Garden View Center, it was both a place for kids and a working studio. Classic Nick shows like Double Dare, Legends of the Hidden Temple, and the early seasons of all that were all filmed at Nickelodeon Studios. But the fun part was, people that were coming for the theme park side to keep their kids entertained could also sign up to come and see their favorite shows get made. If you were lucky enough, you had the chance of being in the audience to watch these shows being made live.
Grade was produced before a live
Ah.
Nickelodeon Studios at Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida.
And of course, we can't forget about the slime. Nickelodeon and their patented green slime go together like peanut butter and jam. Sorry, jelly. No, if Icor is supposed to be Garden View's version of slime, that would make Double Dare a whole lot more morbid. This idea of live studio filming is exactly what we're seeing happening at the Garden View Center. While the clips for the TV show are definitely cartoons, the characters themselves are toons, and they talk as if these events were real events that really happened. For example, one of the episodes of the Dandy's World TV show was called Winning Big, and it features a toon named Scraps on a game show, well, Winning Big, with the show being hosted by another toon, V. But despite this presumably happening on a fictional TV show, the actual V and Scraps have memories of this event. In one of the dialogues that can happen among the characters between levels, V and Scraps say this.
Hey V, you're not mad at me for winning all of your game show prizes, right, V? I'm gonna take that as a yes.
In another set of dialogue, V claims Scraps' victory on the game show was down to pure luck. It doesn't really make much sense that V would be so salty about what happened on a TV show about her. Instead, it's more likely that she is mad because it really happened. These tunes are more than just live action characters for the kids to meet. They were the performers that starred in the show. And those kids who were touring the center would have the chance to watch the show being recorded live. And I use the word would have very specifically. The show was a massive success. We know that by 1990, Dandy's World was on the air and ran for over a decade. As with all of the horror history, so winning streak couldn't last forever. The final episode of the show was planned for July 21st, 2002. But from what we can tell, it never actually made it to air because according to the city newspaper, on June 24th, 2002, the Garden View Center closed its doors. The last aired episode we know about was from 2001, which again lines up with what we saw from the Nickelodeon Studios. The studio began to lay off staff that same year, 2001, and the game shows being produced there had production halted, while Nickelodeon Animation continued in other locations, which is another reason why I feel like Dandy's World was being produced as a live-action production. If there was just another animated cartoon, we'd likely see remnants of the show still going on, but as it stands, the show stopped at the same time.
Why did Dandy get his eyes crossed?
Compared to Nick Studios' closure being due to the heavy shift in animation and the increase in shows needing to be filmed in Los Angeles, Garden View's closure was a little more mysterious. According to that same newspaper, it was shut down due to a quote malfunction incident, which, as we all know, is indie horror corporate speak for our creation turned on us and tried to kill everyone. It's even more suspicious when the creator, Arthur, was asked to comment and chose to remain silent, especially when behind the scenes he makes it abundantly clear that he knew exactly what was going on. He writes in a letter to his longtime business partner, Delilah,
Delilah, we need to talk. I know you've kept reassuring me that what had happened wasn't due to anything you had done. You had to have known this could happen to him. If you did, why didn't you tell anyone? Why didn't you tell me? Something like this doesn't just happen.
That him that Arthur is referring to, the one that something happened to, the one that malfunctioned, I believe is none other than the star of the show, our titular flower, Dandy. Let me explain. Ever since Garden View Center closed down, several of the other toons have talked about how uneasy they feel around him. And we don't have to take their word for it. We can see it for ourselves in-game. In between between levels, Dandy pops up in the elevator to sell you power-ups to make your run easier. But if you instead choose to not buy from him, Dandy starts to get more and more frustrated. If you continue to ignore him, things become less fine and dandy, and he'll have a full-blown meltdown. He will turn into his twisted form, and you'd better watch out because he'll soon spawn on an upcoming level to hunt you down. Dandy is a loose cannon, ready to snap at any moment if he doesn't get his way. Based on my years of indie horror experience, my hunch is that this is what happened on the day of the malfunction. Dandy was the first creation, Arthur's main guy, but unlike the others, we're being shown that he can transform into a twisted rather than just being a twisted, which lines up with the idea that this mascot malfunctioned, transforming into a twisted, and created an incident that got the entire place shut down. And that hunch proved to be correct when I found his research data. It says, quote, the star of the show, the one who runs the I-Core operation, it's all his fault. Everything we're experiencing, the abandoned studio taken over by monsters, the studio shutting down leading to this point, it's all Dandy's fault. However, the reason for Dandy's snap isn't quite as simple as you might think. With Dandy being the primary mascot in a mascot horror game, it would be easy to just assume he's purely evil. Maybe the fame got to him, maybe he cracked under the pressure, but eventually was overcome by the power of the I-Core and became pure evil. But that isn't the case. There's a little bit of audio storytelling that you might have missed while playing through the game yourself. When Twisted Dandy chases you in-game, a song plays that you've no doubt heard before, but probably never knew the name of.
Who are you? That's what I want to know. What do you have to your name? What type of dirt do you have? What type of body is you?
Oh, so that's why I got one-shotted. That's why.
Claire de Lune, and it's based off an 1869 poem by Paul Verlaine, a poem about someone who looks happy on the outside but deep down is sad. Quote, playing the lute and dancing and all, but sad beneath their fantasy disguises. This song is telling us what Dandy and also his friends are. They are these picture-perfect, happy, smiling toons performing for the joy of others, but deep down they're sad. And they're sad because of what we saw during the Christmas update last year. According to another set of letters, after Christmas had passed, some of the Christmas-themed toons were doing the whole Blair Witch thing and hiding in the corner. Delilah's response was basically, Christmas is over, just throw them into storage till next year. Even though the toons are alive, they were being abused by their handlers and treated like props. Only good for the thing they were made for and nothing else. Behind their smiles were sad, lonely creatures. Dandy's dialogue when he thinks you're ignoring him at the shop matches this.
We're friends here, right? Friend? What is happening?
He's confused, he's scared, he is terrified that he too has lived past his usefulness. That if he is no longer the star, that he and his friends face the same fate as those Christmas tunes. And my guess is, that's exactly what happened on that fateful day in 2001. Dandy saw how his friends were being treated. He got scared. He didn't want to be ignored, to be forgotten.
You mean this one, his friend?
It's very shameful that you're doing this. Oh my God, holy
Yeah.
To no longer be the star, and as a result, he became overcome by the I-Core, and ultimately caused all the toons to be locked away forever, a self-fulfilling prophecy. That's why, as his research report says, he has restarted the I-Core project. It's not because he's trying to build an army of evil toons to take over the world or to enact his revenge on those who
They're checking out abandoned warehouse, abandoned factory. They cannot get out. There's no.
Now he's trying to bring the show back to life. He specifically keeps asking you to find and collect and give him the VHS tapes of the show, and he's using the I-Core to create more tunes. Maybe, just maybe, so too will the fans.
Oh my fucking God, Game Fury! Whenever you said that, you actually gave me the lore came up now. Thank you so much. This lore is certified crazy. I can't believe it. That's crazy. Ugh. Can you make a theory? Can you make a theory about Serpo's lore? Because it's pretty sad, bro. It's pretty damn sad. Like hella sad.
Why would you be arrested for defacing the park? What? They're not gonna get arrested.
Joe and Dandy can once again be the star he was literally born to be. But he is not the original creator. He's not Delilah. He doesn't know how to use the iCore properly. He's using too much, and so all of his toon friends are ending up as twisted monsters. But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory! Thanks for watching.
Alright, yeah, alright, when you said the game here, I actually said I give up now. Oh my god. Game here, you actually give the most best one. What is this? Alright, not just want to look at some. I'm with the left. Oh my god. Whoever's the owner of these drawings, I hate you. Because I've seen what you did. Was that a rubber chicken I heard?
I have bought a 50,000.
None. No. No, let me just see this real quick. What this? I don't know why, guys, but it works in the afternoons. I don't know why. It just works in the afternoons. Chill guy, be like. Alright, you can stop now, bro. Thanks. Alright, now when I see you. Alright, what do you hold it hostage? What the Sigma? And they kill me because they good. Television. Alright, bro. This is the actual comic I did. If it doesn't block it, I'm gonna crash out. I might have to delete this, and if I don't, I gotta watch this. I have to get the poster of it. Let me find it. I have it, but it's not drawn the, the wizard parts yet. There's only one part in it. I just haven't drawn one single part in the book, and I'm just completely done. Yeah. I mean, sure, it does not count, right? I hope it does it.
Oh, y'all done did. Oh, yeah, he beats women. This man keeps us calm as some delinquent kids.
Why you guys already what? Let me just unpause it real quick. I need to use the restroom. We got Twisted Roger in chat. And also, if you guys see some parts that I did not see, then I'm so sorry. Because if you're gonna get blocked, and I'm gonna get banned from YouTube. Which I completely blocked, I hope. So. Also, if you see, never mind, we're not gonna talk about that. Whatever. First off, why do I torture myself? And the second of all, second of all, why? Oh, I wonder, can I try that? I have a pillow right next to me. Let me see, can I do this? Let me use the restroom, because I actually never did. All I did is keep just drawing this real quick. Alright, let me actually use the restroom now. Guys, give me one reason why I keep finding a spider in my sink every one day. I mean, is this fandom? If it's fandom, can't do it. Is there a hole in there? Yeah, let's try it.
It's called self-defense.
Alright, guys, let's try it out. AFK.
See you later. It's Halloween. Oh, okay, it's Halloween.
Alright, chat. I think, yeah, chat, I did it in my, in the well. Like, my pillow is just, ew! Well, in the middle of the night, no. Wait, what was there? I don't get this at all. That's true. I don't like that. That's weird. It's not true. What? What is this?
In China, an American man is very
I'm trying to
sexually
do it.
wild and does not use a condom the entire time he is there. A week after arriving back in the States, he wakes one morning to find his penis covered with bright green and purple spots. Horrified, he immediately goes to see a doctor. The doctor, never having seen anything like this before, orders some tests and tells the man to return in 2 days for the result. The man returns a couple of days later, and the doctor says, "I've got bad news for you. You've contracted Mongolian VD. It's very rare and almost unheard of here in the U.S. There's no known cure. We're going to have to amputate your penis." The man screams in horror. "Absolutely not. I want a second opinion," the doctor replies. "Well, it's your choice, but surgery is your only option." The next day, the man seeks out a Chinese doctor. The Chinese doctor examines his penis and proclaims, "Ah, yes, Mongolian VD. Very rare disease." The guy says to the doctor, "I already know that, but what can we do? My American doctor wants to cut off my penis." The Chinese doctor shakes his head and laughs. "Stupid American doctors always want amputate, make more money. No need to amputate." "Oh, thank God," the man exclaims. The doctor says, "Wait 2 weeks. Fall off by itself." While in China, an American man is very sexual.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, I don't want to do that for you. It's too much. Alright, let's watch my like videos for now. Well, I'm still doing this. My pillow's not looking very good. I don't feel good. I don't feel good, chat. I don't feel very good. Why do I torture myself sometimes? Why am I watching this at 11 in the morning? I mean 11 in the afternoon. 11 in the night, Mom. Please tell me I like the video.
Little happy star running around. He is a happy guy. He is running now.
I think I'm happy now. Why? I'm not watching this no more. Where'd my remote go? Where'd my remote go, bro? Chat.
Did you have that before? No. Why didn't you wake me? I thought you were awake.
I don't want to look at this no more because I don't want to see those bite marks. Pick a trinket. Oh, gee. I'm picking Shelly's. Don't pick the screen. Alright. I want a beat. How dumb is this guy, bro? This is easy. Itchy. I hate these mosquitoes. Alright. I've seen this so many times. Alright, finger. Oh my god, I almost pressed that button. If I pressed that, I would probably got copyrighted the first second. There. Don't press that. No, I was copyrighted. It's always this picture I always see that gives me nightmares. I mean, not nightmares. It just makes me disgusted. Like, this is a male. Oh, bro, you gotta put that advertising right there. Ow. Ah, mosquito bites. Alright, Shaq, can you hear this music?
Start a rhyme for the time. I got nothing left. Mom screaming, time beaming, gotta make the best. Out this holiday weekend, what a success. I'm not high this evening, what an upset. Which flight will get me lifted where the sun rests? Time zones don't know, is she up yet? Google drone, metro phone, what's the subset? Find it out on your location, what is obsessed? I'm just kidding.
Alright, I'm gonna try this music already. Where's my remote? I listened to this music for I think 6 minutes or 6 or 7 minutes long. I don't even know, sir. I'm not listening to this. Give it back! You big backs. Alright, yeah, this is pretty good. This is never pretty good. Alright, let's look at my remote for now. Here, you guys supposed to do this. I'm hella itching like that. I like my phone closer. Thank you. I don't know what is on here. Yes. Dun 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 dun. Nothing bad on here, I think. Wow, he's just got a hella funny, bro. Yeah.
Hey, I'm not cooking with Kian. I'm cooking Kian.
What?
Back it up.
Alright, bro.
Ooh.
Where the
Back up.
is my
This is
remote?
dangerous.
No! POV my face. Can I zoom into this? If I don't, I'm cutting the. Let me do this real quick. This is my face. This is my face. If I get to, never mind. We're not gonna talk about that anymore. I think I blocked my TV chat. Alright, the YouTuber said this on stream. He said that what happens if I turn gay? We're not gonna talk about that. I'm not gay, alright, guys. I'm not gay. I mean, I do hang out with gay people, but I'm not gay. If Bash is watching this, I'm not gonna say it because he's gonna probably make fun of me at school at 24/7 and tell everyone at my school and post it on YouTube and get 100,000 likes on it. So I'm not gonna say that. Bro, I forgot I was recording.
Level 1.
I forgot I was recording.
Level 2.
I gotta be careful. I think I'm traumatized from that hunter. Look at this. I already saw that at school, bro. Oh, yeah, I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about what happened one time.
That was awful. Put earthworms in his father's waffle. In February, the dead of winter, Bart catfish teacher, right on Tinder. In March, we saw the start of spring. Bart unscrewed the playground swing. April's known for paying taxes. For Bart, it's known for nude butt faxes. In May...
Oh, how many months are there?
In May, we dance around a pole. Bart knocked it down with a car he stole. June is halfway through the year. Bart has a sip of his first beer. July is when the Bastille falls. Bart cuts heads off Lisa's dolls. August is always a scorcher. Bart perfects his turtle torture. September, Bart won't even mention. He spends the whole month in detention. October ends with Halloween. Bart eats candy till he's green. In November, Bart can carve the turkey. He'll be serving human jerky. Then, worst of all, in cold December... That was awful. Put earthworms in his father's waffle. In February, the dead of winter, Bart catfish teacher, right on Tinder. In March, we saw the start. She put my name in yellow. My butt cheeks jiggle when I fart. She put my name in yellow. My butt cheeks jiggle when I fart.
Was he as bad? She has posted a new video. Finally, new video. Oh crap! New video. Chat, I forgot what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Oh shoot, bro! Is it too? Do I have enough time left? Oh, it's 11:57. If I can get there in time, I can do it. We don't know what I was supposed to be doing. I was supposed to be going to the live stream to go. That's not a live stream. I don't think I have enough time, but to do this yet. I think I can't do this no more. No. Sprunky. I gotta go. I forgot my main goal is just to go play around in some live streams. I mean, role play live streams. That's what I mainly do. Is this it? I mean, this is White Goblin, so there has to be someone new. Anyone in here? I'm gonna get shrimp out. Yo, Fredo's here. Time to go chat.
So boom, let's go ahead and pour the melted chocolate on top of my hand, and then let's just go ahead and dump my hand inside the cold water. Bro, after a couple minutes, bro, the chocolate got hard. And bro, I had to carefully pick it off my hand and make sure I didn't break it. When I got it off, bro, it looked amazing, bro. It looked good as hell, bro. Let's go ahead and add some ice cream on top of it. Then let's go ahead and add some caramel. After that, I'm gonna go ahead and add some chocolate.
This is my favorite. This is what I call Astro now. I call Astro 86. Alright guys, I'm bored. If someone else joins, I'm gonna end the stream. Dude, what the fuck did you do something? Dude, WTF did you do to someone's OC? Oh, my fucking leg is burning! I'm out, guys. Bye.